Hey everyone, Peter Moinaroi here, coming to you from New Zealand, and welcome to another GrooveKart session. We're going to be covering Leonardo, but there's a couple of things that we're going to do before that, before we get on to Leonardo.ai. And if you haven't heard about it, then great, because this will actually be quite beneficial. And if you have, but you're not too sure how to use it, then we'll go through that. I won't cover all the aspects of Leonardo, but we will be showing you how to create an image using prompts and to use a model within Leonardo. I just want to say hello to a few people in here. We've got Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Michelle's over in Australia. And Tyra. Hi, Tyra. I should say. Okay. Hi, Tyra. Who else have we got there? Okay, so let's get on with it. I'm just going to share my screen. And where go basic. Okay, another issue here. Okay, got it. All right, so there's my screen. As you know, this is the site that I'm actually building out at the moment. It's called fitwearzone.com, and I do actually have it running to a different site at this stage until I build out this one. But this is the store that I'm actually creating at the moment. So there's still a lot more that I'm doing in the back end, but it's been good because I'm using this as demonstration purposes. And we've the one thing about this particular website, it's eye-catching. There's a few of my designed shoes there, and we've got a couple of brand names there. We've got the snapback caps with embroidery. That's the logo for the Fitwear Zone on the hat, and we've also got Adidas quarter zip pullovers. So there's a good selection of products, and if you can have a look, you see here I've also added things like a smartwatch for blood pressure, heart rate, and all that sort of thing, a pedometer as well. So this is what I'm building out at the moment, and hopefully I can get this done before Wednesday next week or Thursday next week. Anyway, as you remember, or if you recall, last week we created this big guy over here, and it was for t-shirt design, and I was going to put it on a t-shirt. I have done that, but since then I've actually been a little bit more creative, and I've created another design, and this one here is what I've created. I kind of like this. I know that the font is overlapped onto the image, but I'm testing that out. I'm going to try it like that on a t-shirt and see how that goes. And this image was also done in Midjourney and Canva. So I did the image in Midjourney, and I got rid of the background with Photopea, which is kind of like the free version of Adobe Photoshop, but it's a little bit more watered down, but it still does what you need it to do. So I got rid of the background by using that, and then I put it into Canva, and I did the font there, or the text there. Now, just to let you know what it looks like on a shirt, there you go. You can see I've used the colors of the shirt. The color of the shirt is kind of got some tones from the image itself. So I've used the tones of the image to actually select the colors of the shirt, or close enough anyway. There's one there which I thought it hasn't got the green in it at all, but it's got that military green, which brown and the tones of the brown go with as well. So I thought that would be a good little touch as well. So there you go. That's it on a shirt. I think it looks pretty cool, but then you get it out in the market and you test it and see if people want to buy it, and that's how it works. And I will do another shirt that would probably have the sweat equity on the outside of the image rather than on the inside of the image. All right. Okay, moving along. Now, the other thing is I wanted to cover just before we go on to Leonardo is that it's all very good having a great looking image and all that, but you actually need some SEO friendly content. You also need to be able to create title page. Sorry, a page title. Product title, and also a meta title and an OG title. So I've actually put it to ChatGPT, good old Chatty, and what I've asked it to do is I've asked it to for the following product description, which this is the description that I got here from, and if I go right down to this part here where we've got the scare, I got that description from Printful, which is the information of the actual t-shirt, not the design, but the t-shirt. And so it gives me all this information about the t-shirt, like the specifications and all that. So I've asked Chatty for the following product description, which is the one that I pasted there. And I want to create an SEO-friendly product title, product description that has an image of a bodybuilder and has a slogan that says sweat equity. The description needs to prompt the user to want to buy, include t-shirt size chart for men for US, UK, and AU sizes, AU being Australia. Create a meta title, meta description, OG title, and an OG description. Also include a social media post so that I can promote the shirt. Okay, so this is what it's done here. It's actually created the product title. And it's got men's classic tee, sweat equity edition. So you've noticed that it's used the text that was on the shirt. Elevate your workout wardrobe with our men's classic tee, sweat equity edition, crafted to perfection. This t-shirt adds a touch of sophistication to your casual look, making it ideal for both gym sessions and streetwear ensembles. Its robust 100% cotton fabric ensures enduring quality with sharp lines, promising longevity for the active lifestyle. Customize it with your own design and surprise your customers. Okay, so this, we need to probably take that bit out because that's actually a little bit of text there that's only really for myself to sell it. Okay, but it's got the key features, and if you notice, it's actually created the chart as well. Okay, so this is actually the chart that it's created for me. So now I've got a chart that I can actually copy and paste into the information, and important information. It's done me a meta title, premium men's classic tee, sweat equity edition, durable gym t-shirt, meta description, elevate your workout style with our premium men's classic tee, crafted for durability. Pretty much what is said up the top. Crafted for durability, this versatile gym and streetwear t-shirt promises enduring quality. And again, we've got the OG title, OG description, and the social media post. Elevate your workout style with our exclusive men's classic tee, sweat equity edition, crafted for durability and sophistication. So it's actually repeated the information up the top, but with a little bit of at the end there, available in various sizes to fit you perfectly. Don't miss out on the ultimate fitness fashion upgrade. So we've got our first social media post that we can actually use to actually promote this t-shirt on Facebook or wherever you want to promote it. All right, so that's what I wanted to just show you before we move on to Leonardo. So very handy still, ChatGPT, and it's doing a lot more than it used to, probably about a few weeks ago. I've been keeping up with some of the things that ChatGPT, new introductions into what ChatGPT can do. So, throughout some of these sessions that we're going to be doing, I'll be adding a little bit more of what's been into our sessions, and a little bit more of what's been, what the latest sort of updates is when it comes to creating content or creating, anything to do with I guess the SEO and images for, your products. Anyway, let's move on to Leaonardo.ai. Now, if you haven't actually been on here, some may have tried to get on this, but you're still waiting to be whitelisted. This is a great tool, and it's actually it's getting pretty much more and more updates as we speak. Like every week, there's something that is happening with Leonardo. But that goes for a lot of other AI tools as well. So it's kind of the race has sort of sped up, and there's more things coming out. Really exciting things. It is really hard to keep up because No sooner does one platform come out with something different, then the other platform comes out with something different again. So it's really, really cool to actually have all these different types of updates that that can actually benefit us as the user. All right, now we're in Leonardo. This is the home page or the dashboard. So inside, if you notice, we've got like featured models now. The models mean, if I was to say, in the style of, is pretty much what the word models mean. It's in the style of, so it'd be in the style of photorealism, uh, dream shaper, a 3D animation style, anime, pastel dream, and so on. There's more styles there. There's also we've got lunar, we've got isometric, vintage style, uh, paper art style, which is really cool. Pixel art style, so it kind of looks like Minecraft there. Then you've got character portraits, and then you've got something like an anime type sort of a style there. So it goes on up until that point there. So there's quite a few different models, if you like. I'll show you how to use them in a minute. Down here, these are recent creations done by people just like you and I that's actually using Leaonardo.ai, and as you can see, there's some really cool designs and artwork here, and all done with various models of Leonardo. And you can see there, I like this one here, kind of got that streetwear look. Make a great t-shirt design. Same with this one here. So you could see how creative you can be. This one here is quite realistic, ultra realistic. If we were to probably just click on that one there, you can actually copy the prompt and regenerate the image. You won't get exactly the same image, obviously, but you can use the same prompt to get something that's close to that image. So, that's pretty cool as well. What else we got there? Okay, so what we'll do is, over here, now if you're paid, member of Leonardo.ai, you get quite a few credits. As you can see, I've got about 8,600 credits now. I've had this, I've been whitelisted and been using Leonardo since, well, I have to say probably about 3 months. And I had 10,000 credits to start off with. And I've got I've got probably a good majority of 8,600 credits left. So, it's going to take a lot of images to actually use that up. Scroll down some more. So you can see there's loads of different things that you can do. This would look nice on a t-shirt. That would look great on a t-shirt. You can, and there's nothing wrong with using the prompt, because you're not going to get exactly the same as that. You will probably get something similar, but at the end of the day, using some of these prompts, if you're just out of ideas, you're not that creative, then, jump in here and, just copy some of these prompts and create designs just from that. That'll make a good mountain biking t-shirt. And actually, mountain biking is quite popular here in New Zealand. So that's probably something I would probably use on my Fitwear Zone website. So now I guess everybody wants to know, okay, well, that's all very well, Peter, but how do you use this? What do you do? Now, how do you use the model? So let's well, first of all, let's go to AI image generation. Now you've got quite a bit more flexibility when it comes to a paid version, but on a free version, you do get 150 credits every month. So you can literally create quite a few images, on a monthly basis without having to pay for a monthly subscription. But like I said, you are limited, just like anything else. When you get free, you get only limited access to or limited features. Now, here, a lot of this is actually only on the paid version, so you won't probably see a lot of this. But you can change the dimensions. You can go from 5 by 12 by 5 by 12 up to 1024 by 1024. Now, it's important to know that when you're doing sort of t-shirt designs, you want to get images at the highest point if you can. But you have got a little, I guess, a lever here where you can actually increase each side, each size of each side to the height. So I think it goes up to, there you go, 1536. So we don't actually really want it that high for now. We'll leave it there. And if you can see, I've had a little bit of a play around. I've kind of used the same theme, if you like, in terms of the t-shirt that I designed that you saw before. Trying to create a image based around a bodybuilder for a t-shirt. And in the prompt there, I've actually added an image of a muscular male bodybuilder, the high level of detail and use of vibrant colors make this vector t-shirt art a must-have for any streetwear enthusiast. So that's the prompt. You can elaborate a bit more on that if you want to. And in fact, if you go, and this is on the paid version, I would say, by the way, if you go to prompt generation, it will probably, if you copy and paste that and you put it into here, prompt generation, it'll come up with more ideas for the prompt that you can actually use. So it's generating a number of 4 prompts that I could use. So they're all different, but they're based around the initial prompt. So let's just say I want to use this prompt here, generate here, and then it will use that prompt that it's given me as an option to create an image. So you don't have to be really a real expert at prompt engineering for this. That one there, probably a little bit off the mark for what I want. I'm just going to increase the image. And if you can see that, I mean, it's got too much going on. It's got kind of like a Spider-Man thing going on. I'm not too sure why that's come about, but let's just read the prompt. A muscular male figure rendered in bold and graphic style, stands tall and proud. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nothing about sort of the pattern on his or shirt or whatever it is. But anyway, and also the style, as you can see up here. See, this is the model. So let me go back and show you how to use that. I'm just going to go up here, go back. As I mentioned before, these are the different models. Now, if I wanted to actually create a more realistic version of my prompt, then I'll probably use something like this, or I would go back and use something maybe similar to that. But let's just say we'll use this one here. So I'm going to use this as a model. And if you can see here, this is what it says here, generate with this model. So whatever prompt I use, I'm going to generate in the style of this model. So let's click on that. Okay, now I go back into here where I can actually generate images. I'm going to use, I think what I'll do is I'll go back to the prompt generation. Let me just generate a muscular male figure rendered in bold, graphic style, stands tall and proud. Let me go as far as there. I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to add it into there. I'm just going to get 2 prompts. I don't want too many. I'm just going to get 2 prompts and see what it comes up with. Okay, a powerful and imposing male form captured in a striking dynamic graphic style exudes strength and confidence as he stands tall and proud. With bold lines and strong sense of movement, a muscular man figure is brought to life in a graphic stylized rendering, emanating a sense of pride and strength. Okay, I'm just going to click this one here and see what that comes up with. And this is going to be quite more realistic. So a little bit more, it takes a little bit longer to make, but it's there. Okay, so now we're going into black and white. I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like it's got some, what do you call it? Star Wars laser swords or whatever they call them. But, I mean, it's fairly realistic. I'm not sure where it said black and white, but hey, that's not bad. I mean, to be quite honest, I would probably use that on a shirt, but I'd get rid of all the background. I'd probably and get rid of this maybe in Photoshop if I can, or just try and sort of do another take on it and see if I can get rid of that. But let me just have a look here. So that's absolute reality. I'm going to change it again. I'm going to go to Dream Shaper, and we're just going to we'll go Leonardo style, and then we'll generate again. So you can see how you can change the style on the fly. You don't necessarily have to go through a whole lot to any multiple steps to actually change the style. It'll just change it on the fly. Okay, so this is not too bad, but what's actually happening is that we've missed out the base. So you can see how there's a little probably playing around with it to try and get what you actually want. But at the end of the day, this is something I wouldn't put on a t-shirt. I want something that's more sort of a streetwear type of a sort of a look. So maybe if I go back to, let's go back to one of my images here, and I just grabbed what I'll do is I'll grab the prompt for that particular image, and we'll use that one there, and we'll go up here, we'll put it in there again. And an image of a muscular male builder, the high level detail. I'm going to take it out, the high level detail, use the vibrant colors. A must have for streetwear enthusiasts. An image of a muscular bodybuilder. Displaying. Actually, we're displaying bodybuilder after a hard workout in the gym. We'll take out the must-have streetwear enthusiasts. The image needs to be suitable. And let's just see if this will actually help for a t-shirt design. Sometimes the AI, some of these AI tools actually get a little bit confused when you start putting things like, okay, we wanted a suitable for a t-shirt design, but then it might actually it might sort of just take it literally and put a t-shirt or put it on a t-shirt, the images of a bodybuilder on a t-shirt. So yeah, I've had that before, but let's just see what it does. And we'll probably actually, a Dream Shaper is probably not the best one to do because it's not going to give you that t-shirt design look. It's actually a little bit more realistic, but we'll see what it comes up with. And if it's see, it's a little bit more realistic, what we want to do is we want to change that to, let's just change that to, I won't say 3D animation. Let's go try illustration and see what that does. Okay, let's try that one. All right, well, I really don't know why it's called black and white. I'm actually confused about that, but it seems to have taken on the whole black and white thing. That one's okay, but I do think it needs a bit more work. You've noticed that I've only got one number one images that it can create. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make that into 4, and then I'm going to probably generate again. I'm going to put style of none, and just none there, and in the model of a illustration version 2. Needs to be suitable for t-shirt. Vibrant colors. I'll put vibrant colors so you can try and get rid of that black and white. And see how the colors we're going to get. Now that's only going to cost me eight credits, and I'm going to get 4 different designs out of it, and hopefully get rid of that black and white. Right. Let's see what sort of selection we can get here. for a start off, I mean, this is it's not just sort of you know, it's a 5 minute job to create some of these designs. You may have to actually just play around with it a bit, but you know, after a while, you'll come to a design that you quite like. And as you can see here, I think these are a little bit more suitable for a t-shirt. If I actually probably made that one bigger, see what that looks like. And that would be something that I would use on a t-shirt. Even this one here, probably not that one, or that he's got his eyes closed and really holding something in his hands. I don't really want that. Let's see if I can get this up. So yeah, that would be something that I would put on a t-shirt. And you can imagine, you know, in that style, you could do anything like maybe, you know, dogs or cats or whatever you want. But in that style, you can do it. And just actually, while we're on that subject, if you recall, when we started going through this, there was a mountain biking one, not that one. Mind you, that's pretty cool one. Oh, there we go. That one there. Okay, so if you say, for instance, people that are into mountain bikes or mountain biking, and like I said, New Zealand is actually, you know, it's we've got a lot of mountain biking, you know, landscape here, like and forestries and all that. Right here where I live, it's actually a huge tourist attraction for mountain biking because we've got a lot of free tracks and we've got, you know, hundreds of miles of various mountain biking tracks. So something like this would be great. It would go well here, particularly here in New Zealand. But let's just say for that image there, and what we want to do is we want to do something very similar. We don't want the same, obviously, but what we do is we just copy the prompt. Okay, so we copy the prompt. You've got a negative prompt and you've got a prompt. So I'll explain what that means. Here in the negative prompt, you've got things like you know, don't add in signatures, noisy text writing, watermark, out of frame, bad anatomy, deformed, extra limbs. If you've ever tried to actually create images and with using Midjourney and things like that, especially in the earlier days, you would get things like extra limbs, like 6 fingers instead of 5. The hands would look deformed. You know, things would be a little bit out of focus. The whole sort of body shape, especially if it was a whole body image of a whole body, you'd find various things would be out of place, like noses and mouths, and it kind of looked unless you look really up close up, you wouldn't notice it. But so yeah, there's all those sorts of things. So they've added it as a negative prompt, so it doesn't actually so you know, obviously avoids all those. And this is the actual prompt here. It's only a short prompt, but let's just copy that prompt. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back into here. We're going to go to image generation. And then we're going to add it up here. Now, what we'll do is we'll go back, and I'll see if I can duplicate this without having to leave this page. I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to go back to where we were, and we're going to go back to that mountain biking one, and we're going to copy the negative prompt. Go back here, add negative prompt, and then we're going to paste that into there. All right. Now let's give that a go. I've got 4. I'm going to do 4 images, so I want 4 options, and I'm just going to click on that now, and let's just see what we get. As you can see, there's a bit of a typo there, so I'm sure if we actually added the correct word, we might even get a different, a very clear outcome. So anyway, let's have a look at this. What have we like? Okay, this is not too bad because we've got some really cool images of a guy on the mountain bike. So as you can see, it's not exactly as the same one that we were copying, but you know, that's not bad. I mean, he's got a bit of a Pinocchio nose going on there, if you could see that. So yeah, that's probably more cartoonish maybe. That one's not bad there. Nice sort of silhouette. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could do with some work. That one's not too bad either, but there's a few sort of wacky things going on, and I don't know why the white space there is supposed to be. And then there's obviously mountains. So, you got to look at these really, really closely to see whether or not, they're going to be suitable. But as you can see, there's no limit on how creative you can be. And if you're looking at another way of creating designs without going through the whole Discord and Midjourney process, because that can be quite a complex process, Leaonardo.ai is a great tool to use. And also there's some more that I'm going to be covering over time as well, called DALL-E 3, which is just come out. I think it's just come out, and that's giving like the likes of Midjourney and Leonardo a bit of a run for their money. And I think it's a beta version, so it's a free version at the moment. I'm not sure if it's actually available for everyone, but I'm going to look into that over the next day or so. All right, so okay, yeah, my screen just went off and it came back on again. Okay, that's it for this week, and that was kind of to give you another option to think about when creating images. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to, as I always do, going to go to our resources pages, grooveasia.cm /resources, and just check out our calendar. We've got it there already, actually. There we go. So what's coming up? All right. Well, we've got an event coming up, a couple of events coming up. One Saturday and Sunday event, which is an AI marketing insider secrets 2-day event. And if you click on there, the information is not correct at this stage, but we're going to get that sorted. So because it's not on the 26th of September, obviously we're rehashing this landing page. So we just need to change the date. It'll be the 2 days. So if you have a look here, the 2 days, which is a Saturday and a Sunday, and it starts at 10 a.m. on both days and goes to 5 p.m. GMT +8, which is Malaysian time. So that's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, and that is GMT +8. Okay. Then we've got the AI fundamentals. Now, there is a link to come for this, so keep an eye out on the calendar. Can we put the link up for the calendar, Karen? Do we? Actually, you can just go to the resources page. If you just go to the resources page, grooveasia.cm /resources, there's the calendar right up the top there. Just click on there and you'll come to this, and then you can see what's going on. And as you can see, we've got a few other, we've got a GLU on Tuesdays, which is done by Nick Lacani. He's from London. And I don't know if everybody caught his first session. I mean, it was amazing. And yeah, Alex, I just say, hey, how you going, Alex? Good to have you here. So lightsaber, that's what it's called, not a laser sword. But anyway, so we've got a few other GLUs. We've got the Course and Communities by Nick Lacani, and that's on Tuesdays, and that's at 6 p.m. GMT +8. And of course, we've got Tyra, who's in the house. Tyra, she does the Groove Asia Power Hours, and believe me, they're fantastic. I believe quite a few people go in there. I've been in there a few times, and well done, Tyra. It's a good slot that you do, and so thank you for that. Thank you for all that you do in those power hours, and those are at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday and on a Friday at GMT +8 Malaysian time. And then Karen, who's also in the house, she also heads the Groove Asia Leaders Unite, another one. And actually her topics are kind of like, random. So they could be all related to groove, or they could be related to mindsets, or it could be related to a whole different thing, lots of different things. So, and most times she's on there with someone else. I've been on there a couple of times with her, Michael, another one who normally is there with Karen. And then, obviously, she'll bring on people as time goes on. Now, the big thing is that we've got our breakthrough retreat coming up next week. I am not going to be here on Thursday next week, so there probably will not be a slot. I might record one, I'm not too sure, but next Thursday I will be flying over to Malaysia and going to Kuala Lumpur, where our breakthrough retreat starts. As you can see here, it starts on Friday and we go all the way to next Thursday, or the Thursday after that. So I'm away for pretty much a whole week, and I fly back on the 20th. So probably two weeks in a row, you're not going to see me on doing the GRUs for GrooveKart. But if I do get time, I will record some, and we'll upload it and time it for those slots. But otherwise, that's me, guys. Hey, and just to say thanks to Nancy for coming along. I see you in there, and Alex, I believe this is your first session with in here, so good to have you here. I saw you on the coach call the other night, and you certainly know your stuff and your way around Groove. So good to know that there's more and more people out there that are really familiar with Groove. And KVG, which is Kevin. Kevin, I'm going to see you next week, mate. So good to see my old mate again in Malaysia. So looking forward to it. A lot of the people actually in this group are going to be in Malaysia, so that's cool. Anyway, guys, look, that's it. Thanks for coming. And like I said, next week we might actually have some recordings. But if you don't see any, then you know why I didn't actually get the time. But yeah, definitely be back to after the next 2 weeks. So take care, and keep an eye out on our Facebook community page, because I'm sure you're going to see a few photos from Malaysia here and there. So good to see you guys again, and take care. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Simon Leung with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.